When you're truthful, you don't need to think about what to say next. Judge Judy. These are 10 of the dumbest cases on her show. Let's do this.
The toilet broke while she was using it.
Welcome to Miss Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the pettiest, most illogical, and bird brain cases ever brought to Judge Judy's court.
Her arm on one end of that Tupperware cupboard, and with all of her force, threw it on me, and I was standing behind her, and it landed on me.
Number 10. Never date a fire dancer.
How would I even...
Shh.
This case is about a burnt-up couch, but it's really more about post-breakup bitterness. To Judge Judy's annoyance, these two exes and former roommates decide to have an actual argument right there in the courtroom. The defendant says her ex is probably responsible for the burn marks on the couch because the plaintiff is a fire dancer.
You're capable of almost anything, I would say.
I'm not liking the two of you.
They trade low blows and adolescent jabs at each other until Judge Judy finally throws them both out.
Tell them goodbye.
Goodbye. Parties are excused. You may step out.
We're done. Come back when you can learn to behave.
The
Damn!
only thing more surprising about this case is that the judge didn't get tired of their amateur theatrics sooner. While they do return later on, they still have quite a bit of trouble with what is appropriate courtroom behavior.
Did we already explain that you're a fire dancer?
I'm not looking at anybody.
No one fire dances indoors.
Number 9. The Tale of the Broken Toilet.
Lisa
Oh,
Reed
I remember
is
this
suing her
one.
former friend. How
This case pretty much boils down to extreme levels of fat shaming. And, yeah. Just let this play out.
house cleaner Barbara Loth for breaking her toilet when she sat on it.
Even Judge Judy knows a stupid and vindictive lawsuit when she sees one. Plaintiff Lisa Reed sues her friend Barbara Loth for breaking her toilet.
Where on the toilet was it cracked?
Down the side.
How do you think she did that?
She must have fell on it.
Fell
On it. She must have fell back, sat on the toilet.
But the judge insists that unless Loth was negligent or malicious in breaking the toilet, it's not her fault. Things break. It's not just an example of a dumb and time-wasting lawsuit, but the plaintiff is also a shockingly terrible host and friend.
You are absolutely incorrect. And it's very possible that your toilet wore out.
It didn't wear out, Your Honor.
Show me. You have a witness? Do you have an
have a
expert?
Frankly, the entire lawsuit seems like an attempt to embarrass her former friend.
The
Yep.
toilet broke while she was using it. That doesn't mean that she broke it. And that doesn't mean that she's responsible for it.
The judge can't help but make sure Reed knows just how idiotic her position is before dismissing the case nearly as soon as it began.
Be stupid.
Number 8. Don't lie to Judge Judy.
Your complaint alleges that there was an argument in your house.
Yes.
And that your stepdaughter and your daughter caused some damage to both the house and later to a car.
Yes.
Never lie to Judge Judy. A fight ensued after defendant Valencia Carroll asked her mother and stepfather to raise her friend's infant for a while. Carroll walks into Judge Judy's courtroom knowing her point of view is indefensible.
You wanted your mother to take care of the baby for an extended period of time, and your mother said to you, well, I don't mind doing that, but we'd have to do it legally through the court. Well, legally through the court is not for a couple of hours babysitting. Legally through the court means you wanted to leave the baby with them.
She even tries to lie, which is never a great strategy with Shineland. She seems totally incapable of understanding what a huge ask that is, and why her stepdad has every right to say no.
Don't, listen, if you tell the truth, you don't have to have a long memory. If you're going to make up stories, you're going to look very foolish and it's going to be very unpleasant. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The judge tries to explain that this isn't a pet, it's an actual human child. Shineland doesn't believe her side of the story about how her parents' property was damaged, and ultimately rules in their favor. What can be said about a case like this? Some people just live in their own special world.
It's not like you're pawning off a kitten, you know. This is not a kitten.
Your Honor, like I said, the
Or a
offer
bird.
was made, so we tried to take the offer. Why not?
Because it's not a parakeet, it's a child.
Number 7.
This is one of the reasons why I believe that there should be standardized testing in order for people to have kids. because, yeah, that chick was ridiculous.
Don't look at me.
He came to the casino, and then you got the order of protection to cover your job.
Yes.
And he continued to come to your job at the casino.
Yes.
And so you left your job at the casino.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Plaintiff Joshua Pritchard sought a restraining order when his girlfriend's brother-in-law assaulted him over money Pritchard and his girlfriend stole. But it seems like Pritchard is the one who continued to be the aggressor.
So you had that. Listen to me.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
As he got a job at the defendant's favorite casino, he's suing over an incident where the defendant made eye contact with him at work.
If you were scared to go out of the house,
Yes.
what did you take a job for at a casino?
It makes his case for a violated protective order seem more like a cash grab than a genuine attempt to get justice. Well, Judge Judy isn't having it.
So you had that. Listen to me.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
You know something's up when the person with the protective order against them comes away looking like the innocent one.
What?
The restraining order says that he's not allowed within 100 feet of me. And
Case is dismissed, Mr. Pritchard. We're done. Thank you.
Number 6, broken clavicle versus broken mirror.
She broke your mirror on your car.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the little girl ended up being taken away in an ambulance.
Yes.
And had a fractured clavicle and severe bruising, requiring stitches to her chin.
An after-school pickup accident could have turned into a tragedy at a different speed. Plaintiff Robin Brooke was picking up her elementary school-aged children when another parent's young daughter ran into her slowly moving vehicle.
Now, what your lawsuit is you want her mother to pay for the mirror on your car.
Yes, Your Honor.
The young girl broke her collarbone and Brooke's mirror. This should have been a case where everyone was just happy nothing worse happened. But of course not.
She can't run with the speed to cause her clavicle to break unless your car is also moving.
Brooke wants $600 for her broken side mirror. The judge, while not thrilled with the girl's carelessness, thinks the plaintiff is outrageous to be suing. Even if the child wasn't crossing where she was supposed to, Judge
seriously.
Judy maintains that Brooke, the adult, was driving in a school zone and should have been more vigilant.
Instead of breaking her clavicle, killed her. My question is, would you be suing her mother to replace the mirror on your car? That is either a yes or a no.
I don't know.
Number 5.
Seriously.
Rigor mortis stew. When life gives you lemons, make deer stew. Or something. In this classic case,
You know, not for nothing, in some areas of the Southeast and the Deep South, whatever wildlife you strike and kill while operating your motor vehicle, you can claim as foodstuffs. So, yeah, that's an actual thing. You're welcome.
two sisters end up in court over the defendant having hit a deer with the plaintiff's car.
There was an accident. It was unavoidable. She hit a deer, damaged the car, and her defense is you should have had better insurance. Is that your defense?
The deer died, and the defendant decided to haul it home and cook it.
Carol says she offered her sister a portion of the deer meat as payment.
Well, waste not, want not, but the plaintiff wasn't interested in accepting what she hilariously calls rigor mortis stew in lieu of payment. The fact that the defendant thinks she has no culpability in this, and even thought this was a reasonable form of repayment, is a kind of unhinged that only classic Judge Judy can give us.
What'd you do with it? Ate it?
Yeah.
Is that true?
It's
Yes,
perfectly
ma'am,
legal.
and she even offered me some, but I'm not having rigor mortis stew. I know.
It did not have rigor mortis, so I went back.
Number 4, Tupperware Lady.
This is another
We had an
hilarious
argument
case.
over Tupperware.
To hear plaintiff Karina Roy describe her case for assault, you'd think she'd survived a war.
Well, I said, look, if I don't get my Tupperware back, I'll just take it off my rent. And she said, well, don't you dare. And she threw her blankets off her, which every morning.
Just a second, are you telling me you went into her bedroom?
But no, it was a roommate dispute, which led to the weaponization of a collection of Tupperware containers. The judge tries her best to hear this case without being too demeaning, but at a certain point, it seems inevitable.
She ran to the door and slammed it open. She said, I ate it. And she stormed into the kitchen. And I followed her. And she opened her Tupperware cupboard and forced all of her Tupperware on me like that.
Let me explain.
Roy's theatrics and elaborate recounting of events are the definition of extra. No one in the room can quite believe the dissonance between the relatively benign story and the flamboyant way she's telling it. Any of this being taken seriously as an assault seems out of the question.
Pointing her finger in my face, how dare you? Don't you even dare! Shame on you! That's it, I want you out of here! And she hit my head with her finger. She had all of her weight on me.
Number 3.
Didn't somebody do like a song remix of that? Questions for later.
Bad haircut.
Whatever hair you have left, you wanted to have cut. And she cut your hair too short, so you're suing her for $5,000.
Even
Dude,
the
just
judge
shave your
admits
head.
This case is a waste of time and resources.
It's a ridiculous waste of judicial time. Only thing is, this is a television courtroom, so we actually have fun doing sometimes ridiculous cases, which I'm sure is the reason you came here.
She's clear that she's just entertaining it because they are making a TV show, and TV is supposed to be entertaining after all. This is
There is
probably
truth to
not
that.
what plaintiff Carlos Campos wants to hear.
I'm going to hold your lawsuit against you because it's stupid.
His $5,000 lawsuit over a haircut that was
$5,000?
too short became a pretext for a priceless Judge Judy skewering. It's either hubris, vanity, or complete stupidity that brought him here. That he walks out with a $10 refund for his haircut at all seems like way more than he deserves.
I'm not trying to be cute.
Great.
You're
Good.
trying to be cute.
Good.
You are cute.
Oh,
Mr. Campos,
the only person that could really get away with calling Judge Judy cute would be her husband, Judge Jerry. I ain't talking about Jerry Springer, I'm talking about Jerry Scheinlin, who presided over the People's Court for a number of seasons. I forget which, but yeah. Yeah, when I found out that him and Judge Judy were married, I'm like, oh, that explains the attitudes. Yay.
Mr. Campos, you are absolutely correct. That's why I have the job, and you get $10, and that's the judgment of the court. Goodbye.
Number 2,
Yeah.
The Bird Whisperer.
Miscellaneous for sale, free to a good home. No cat, please. Jenna Day has file, comes with corner cage, food, toys, and a tree.
Plaintiff Tracy Martin's confusing and eccentric ad about giving away her bird is only the first in a series of bizarre behaviors. Apparently, she forgot to add the clause in her newspaper ad that says giving away the bird comes with the stipulation that she gets to oversee the new owner's treatment of the bird for as long as she wants.
She refused food, Your Honor, to this animal after I saw it. I took it to the guard shack. They made a phone call. She refused to even come down to the guard shack.
She doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. You gave her your bird.
After months in his
Yeah,
new
seriously.
home, Tracy Martin thinks she can take the bird back herself. Her actions are approaching harassment at this point.
He threatened me with a restraining order.
I would
And I would honor that
Get
restraining
beyond
order.
Her strange crusade as the humanly representative for all bird kind. Nothing the judge says seems to get through to her.
And my question is, and you don't intend to go back?
What
Your
about
case is dismissed. I've given you fair warning.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1.
Dumb and Dumber.
Ginny claims the
I
boy
remember this
stole
one,
her
too.
school backpack.
You can sit down.
We just love it when crooks slip up. The case itself would appear pretty simple on paper. Plaintiff Ginny Paradeza alleges defendants Samuel and Stephen McQuay stole her backpack, along with the items in it.
Who took the bag?
My friend Antoine.
And what did he do with the bag after he took it?
He ran to the second floor to the bathroom.
She knows this to be true based on surveillance camera footage. The two boys try and fail to fool the judge, saying they aren't responsible because they physically didn't take her bag.
He actually thought that he was going to be able to fool me. He actually did.
No, I didn't.
She's
Yeah,
already
you did.
whipped into them and is ruling for the plaintiff when something so beautiful happens. This one comment totally sinks any credibility they have left. It's an all-time classic Judge Judy moment and a testament to instant karma.
There was no earpiece in her mouth.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that.
Judging for the plaintiff for the amount of $500. That's what I think it's worth, madam. Goodbye.
What case had you rubbing your temples? Let us know in the comments.
This is damage to the front end of your car, which hit his car in the rear. Your car hit his car.
Yeah.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
That was fun.